Hi again, everybody. This is Dan, and today's topic is the Walking Dead around Jerusalem. Um, Now, I should add that these Walking Dead were made alive after Jesus' resurrection, Christ being the first fruits. And this was a limited number. We don't know how many or how long these saints had been dead. It seems that they were in their immortal, glorified bodies. Now, God only needs our DNA pattern. Um, what if our bodies and our DNA are lost, or a great sea creature or a bear eats our bodies and nothing's left? Well, just like in Jurassic Park, they only needed the DNA pattern, and all God needs is our DNA pattern. Atoms are fungible, which means an oxygen atom can substitute for another oxygen atom. Make sense? I mean, he just needs our pattern, and I guarantee you he has it. Now, during the time of the Passover, Jerusalem was increased in population by many times, maybe even 1 million people. As Paul points out in Acts, when addressing King Agrippa, these things weren't done in a corner. They were out in the open. The temple veil was torn from top to bottom. There was an earthquake, darkness, many tombs were open, and people were walking around Jerusalem in their glorified bodies. Now, Paul also points out that over 500 people at the time that he was writing had seen the risen Christ and were still around to be questioned. Now, these facts are why Christianity exploded in growth even among the leaders in Herod's household and among centurions, because this was an in-your-face event. Jesus was not in the tomb after his resurrection. I mean, it's a fact. Everybody recognized the tomb was empty. Now, either he rose as he said, or his body was stolen by disciples. Those are really the only two options. I mean, come on. The same disciples that had all but abandoned him a few days earlier? I don't think so. And no one among the Jewish leaders or the Romans had a motive for stealing the body. If the disciples lied and stole it, then they paid with their lives, because all 12, counting Matthias, not Judas, who had hung himself earlier, except for John, who was boiled in oil, died perpetrating a lie, if that's true. Now, people will die for a lie if they don't know any better, but they won't die if they know it's a lie. Now, if this was a lie, don't you think the Romans would have brought out the body and paraded it for everybody to see? It happened just as the Bible said, and many other outside sources confirm. Now, there's a book by the late Grant Jeffries that discusses the glorified saints as recorded in the Ante-Nicene. I don't think I'm saying that right, but I'll post a link below for that and other sources. May God bless you.